I'm going to share another lesson from Richard Branson in our series of things that that I learned over the years from him. And this one's much more practical, and it's kind of really finance based, and it's how to think about our current economy. And interest rates are really low, capital is abundantly available, but as economies expand and contract, I originally asked this question towards the end of 2009 when the economic situation, was a little bit more dire. And I said, Richard, what's your strategy right now in a contracting economy? And at the end of 2009, as we were going through that contraction cycle, capital was still incredibly cheap. The Fed had lowered interest rates essentially to zero. And I said, Richard, what's your strategy in this tightening economic market? And he said, assets right now are on sale essentially for half price. Because of this contraction, assets are available for half price, and capital is really, really cheap. So his strategy at the time was to find income-producing, cash flow-producing assets that he could use inexpensive or free capital to buy for half price. And then he was using the cash flow from those businesses to support the other businesses that were struggling a little bit. And he talked a little bit about the airline industry, the ability to buy aircraft at discount prices, and some of the other kind of infrastructure-rich businesses that he was in. But really, it boils down to any income-producing asset. It could be commercial real estate. It could be residential real estate. It could be buying companies. So it's always good to kind of have this back pocket strategy of what are we going to do if we see a quarter or two of tightening? And I always want to be prepared, because when things are good, sometimes we get complacent and we relax a little bit. And I think now's the time we should be kind of preparing ourselves just in case the economy slows down or starts to contract. We can be out ahead of it with strategies and ideas while everyone else is kind of scrambling to catch up. So that was another great Richard lesson, one that I won't soon forget, that he shared with me.